tell me why you're running for Great Falls City Commission.
Well, because I've been involved with this city on an ongoing condition. Let me rephrase that. I'll start over again. I've been involved with this city, and I really love it for a lot of years. And I've been more and more involved. Initially with the Riverside Trail Foundation, became chair of that board. Then with the EPA Superfund site over in the ARCO property, became chair of that. And then I'm also a member of the Missouri Madison River Fund, which is a recreational granting organization that grants recreation facilities from Fort Benton all the way up to headwaters of the Missouri. Okay. And I just wanted to make this community better.
Okay. Why should people vote for you?
First of all, I think that Great Falls is a really wonderful place, and I think it's better than most people think it is. You know, once you really start delving into this community, it has a ton to offer. I was raised in southern Montana in the mountains and went to school in Bozeman, and I thought that there wasn't much when I moved here. And all you have to do is look around and find out, outside the city and inside both, there's a lot to offer in Great Falls. We need to build on that.
Okay. And what would you say as you go around maybe door to door or talking to people, what would you say is the dominant issue facing this city and that's on voters' minds?
I think everybody wants better paying jobs, living wage jobs. The problem with that is that Great Falls hasn't had any growth for a lot of years. We have exceptionally low unemployment. I think it's finally back up to 3%. Montana's below the national average. Great Falls is below the Montana average. And without growth, you don't have an employee base for a business either existing locally or one to come in to expand on. Combine that with the fact that we also have a new housing shortage, which if a business wants to bring in their employees, we really don't have good opportunities for them to live here. That to me is the two biggest things for this community.
Okay. Well, when it comes to growth and development, how do you think the city is doing, and what, if anything, can be done to improve that?
It's doing remarkably well for a city with zero population growth. If you look at the unemployment number, there's somewhat over 1,000 people out of almost 50,000 people. Well, I didn't quite that high, but there's somewhat over 1,000 people that are listed as unemployed. But some of those have high skills that can't find a job in that market, and some of them just are choosing not to work. So that base is really small. The second issue is without population growth, the cost of living for running government is increasing, and the only place to put that is on the back of the property taxpayers. Having said that, we're the second lowest tax rate in the state for a city for property taxes. But still, that's got to come from somewhere. So if we can get the population growing and spread that out over a larger number of houses and businesses, it can only help the city.
Okay. As you look at this current city commission, what have they done well? What are some of the positives that you think?
Oh my gosh, they've done a ton well. They really have, especially in recent years. I'll give you a classic example. They're now drilling under the Missouri and under the Sun River, putting in new water lines. They have been replacing water mains for a lot of years now, average of, I think, about 40 blocks a year. If you look back to 1996, there were 122 water main breaks in that year in Great Falls. Last year, there were 34. And that continues to decline because now they're doing the maintenance that they need to do. We can't rob maintenance of our infrastructure, and we have been in the past.
Okay. Are there any negatives, any areas that they can improve upon?
There's one that you can always improve on, and that's communication with the community. And I look at that in two aspects. You can always do a better job of reaching out to the community. The flip side of that is the community can do a better job of seeking out the information that's already there. The city really has a pretty good website with information posted on it. City meetings like the commission meetings and the work sessions are all public meetings. So I've said for many, many years the best way to defend a democracy is to participate in it. So that would be the one thing I would, and neighborhood councils, participate in all of that.
Okay, great. Anything else, Bruce, that you'd like to add?
No, other than the fact that I was a little hesitant when I was kind of talked into doing this, but it's turned into a real privilege and humbling privilege at that.